still get that amazing ring or band or bracelet, even that bigger diamond. 5 years, 0 interest on any purchase on approved credit. Only at Diamonds Direct.
Off Town Center Parkway, just left of the Hyatt.
Odds are, when you're looking for the best plumbing service, it probably sounds something like this. Okay, Google, show me Roland Reach Plumbing. That's right. Roland Reach Plumbing is a Google guaranteed service, so you can be assured of work quality, background of employees, and the right service done on time, on budget. With satisfaction Google guaranteed. So for any plumbing issue, large or small, use the Bold City's best. Roland Reach Plumbing at plumberinjacks.com.
Public speaking. Getting stranded at sea. Gas station bathrooms. Venomous snakes. Paying too much for a bed that isn't right for you. These are the most common fears in America. That's why Mattress Firm came up with the Rest Assured Promise. So you'll find the right bed at the right price, guaranteed. And during our Labor Day sale, save up to 50% on America's best-selling brands like Sealy and more. Restrictions apply. Valid at participating locations and only while supplies last. Some products only available online. Visit mattressfirm.com for more details.
Start off this football season with $50 off a set of Yokohama tires. Mike Dempsey here for Tire Outlet. Tire Outlet has 12 locations all over Northeast Florida and literally wholesale prices to the public and full automotive repair. It's your one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs. But right now, for $50 off a set of Yokohama tires, go to tireoutlet.com/offers.
Wholesale prices, premium service, Tire Outlet.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
If you're driving less, you could be saving more. With pay-per-mile car insurance from Allstate, you can have control over your auto insurance costs by only paying for the miles you drive. Pay-per-mile car insurance comes with the same reliable coverage you've come to expect from Allstate, but it's designed for people who aren't on the road as much. Drive less, save more with Allstate. Visit allstate.com or call an agent for a quote.
Price based on driving behaviors and includes daily rates subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and its affiliates.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company customizes your renter's insurance, so you only pay for what you need.
Great. As a minimalist, I need simple insurance.
Nice place. No furniture?
Nothing spark joy, except for this fruit bowl.
Well, with Liberty Mutual, you only pay for what you need. So there's that.
I mean, look. So beautiful. So empty again.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Hey, Hicken here. I had Zero Res out to my house already, and now the kids are back to school, probably ready again. It's the perfect time to try. They're offering the hottest price of the year. 3 rooms of carpet clean for only $99, just for the month of September. So get on their schedule today. Call Zero Res 287-5727 and ask for the 3 rooms for $99 deal at Zero Res. That's 287-5727. Call Zero Res and call them today.
Zero Res.
Endless loads of laundry? Lowe's has just what you need to bring reliability to your laundry room. A Maytag front load laundry pair in an exclusive metallic slate finish. It features the most powerful cleaning in the industry, driven by a heavy-duty cycle with extra power button. Shop Labor Day deals on Lowes.com today and get up to 35% off select appliances like this Maytag laundry pair and more. Bring on style this Labor Day with Lowe's. Offer valid through 9/16, U.S. only.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. This is the Sports Den with Denny Thompson and James Coleman on 1010XL.
Man, Jag's going to Jag, baby. That's the one thing that we're consistent. Like, if nothing else, you know that they're going to do something that's going to, like, make you scratch your head. Kind of like our show, The Sports Den, brought to you by thehumidor.com. Type in Sports Den at checkout. You get 20% off. We'll say some things that will make you scratch your head at times and be like, I can't believe these guys said it, but we don't get paid like the Jaguars do or their general manager. Like, I was just talking about this with Baloo during Crosstalk. At this point, I don't think it's Doug's fault. I think Doug is just – I'm going to tell you why. This is why I don't think it's Doug's fault. Doug has a safe word in all of his press conferences when he's talking, and I don't think our media
has
picked up on
picked
it.
up on it. Like I
Does he
try
blink a lot?
No,
Like,
no.
Save me.
No, it's when you ask Doug something and he don't know anything about it. You know what he always says?
Gonna have to talk to Dave.
You're gonna have to talk to Dave. When it was TC, you're gonna have to talk to Tom. You're gonna have to do this. I think he's just not gonna fully throw you under the bus, but he's gonna bring you to the curb. He's gonna make sure you know, hey, that ain't me, man. That's them. That is them. I don't know what them doing, but us. I'm concerned about us and we. And us and we is trying to make things happen, but them and they is trying to ruin this franchise. But I say that because there's no way, like just trying to make common sense of all of this. And I hate to be redundant and talk about everything, but it's very difficult to look at what's gone on in the Jags, the offseason, or really in the Dave Caldwell, even during the Doug Marrone era, all these things. It's hard to look at just one isolated incident and say, this is it, because that's not fair. Because there's more than just that. Like, you got to judge them by what you see. And when I look at, I'm thinking like Rick asked me, what if they just want locker room guys? Like, they're trying to get rid of the me guys. Yeah. So you trade the Walter Payton Man of the Year and Calais Campbell? Like, they don't make Calais Campbells anymore. Like, typically guys who are that big, who are good at football, are just angry. Like, they are just like, they either become serial killers or football players. And you're great, but he's that, and he's nice.
How we doing?
And he's a nice guy. Like, he's genuinely a nice guy off the field. And he genuinely terrorizes quarterbacks on the field. Like, that's the guy you want everybody to be like, and you shipped him. Luckily, you shipped him to a franchise that's interested in winning in the here and now. You got rid of. Okay, I get Jalen needed to go. AJ, from everything everybody says, was the anti-Jalen, including talent-wise. But from a locker room standpoint, he seemed to be a good person. You drafted a guy who I'm starting to think is crazy, and CJ Henderson. I got some stuff. I got some good stuff to talk to you too about, JJ. You got, again, if you want to hear this, you guys got to convince us that you're willing to pay to hear this off the air, off cuff stuff, because it's
well,
good,
I did
JJ.
see him, I guess, be like free Leonard on his Leonard Fournette's live Instagram.
Oh yeah, but even
a couple days ago.
But even before that, right?
He's been acting a little aloof, CJ. Well, just go back to when the night he was drafted. The man looked like he was about to cry after he heard Jags.
Oh yeah, that was the fun. But even like since he's been here, remember he was like tweeting all crazy?
Yeah, for like a week straight. And then he had an illness.
Yeah, man. I'm just scratching my head, man. Scratching my head, dude. I don't.
So was Rodney Harrison a good guy or a bad guy in the locker room? We're assuming a bad guy.
I don't know. I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, neither do I.
Like, I don't know. I don't care.
I want good football players.
JJ, I want you to know you are the talk of like a lot of my friends and a lot of people. And I tell them, I don't give a damn what anybody says. I whoop your ass over JJ, man.
Nice.
JJ is my guy. When you're my
that.
guy, you're my guy. We can argue. That's cool.
And we will.
But you're my guy, though. And they were like, how can you say? I said, I don't have to like him. He's a good producer. He's my producer. He does his job.
So you think they were having a meeting there like, I mean, Rodney, do you really like that guy? I don't care.
I'm going to tell you this right here. If I'm a boss, actually, this is because I'm the worst type of boss, I guess, too. But if I'm a coach and 20 guys come to me, and this hey, this guy, I don't like this guy. I don't like this guy. He's not a good team guy. I'm gonna be like, man, get out. This is a man's sport. Get out of here, man. What's wrong with you?
Oh wow, okay, that's just weird.
Do you think that's what happened with Fournette? By the way,
I know Fournette don't mess with losers. Like he's a winner. Like LSU didn't win national championships when but they won a decent amount of games. LSU,
and
like
this
he went
guy's
to
been
St.
like a monster
Yeah,
since he
yeah.
was a
He went
freshman
to
in high
St.
school.
He went to St. Aug High School. They're a really damn good high school. Like every stop that he's made, every stop he's made, he's made an impression. He's been around people who have like-minded thoughts, and then just think about that. Like your whole life, you've trained to be a winner. Like this is what you do, and then you start seeing people who are contrary to that. Like that's frustrating. Like then I might not. I'll come and do my job, but I ain't gonna don't ask me to go to get beer or get a drink afterwards. I don't need to go. Like I don't.
Hang
Why do
out
you
with
want that? I don't need a
losers.
team full of guys that go. I actually had I did have a situation like that. I had a situation when I was coaching at a high school here. It's actually where I met my son's godfather. One of them. He's an amazing dude. We had we had a head coach who at the end of it was mad that we didn't want to go hang out at the bar with him all the time. Like we didn't want to go have drink. He had coaches and staff that would go have beverages and stuff. And I'm like, dude, we drive 30, 40 minutes out of our way to come here
Are you
already.
not willing to get a DUI for me?
Yeah, I mean,
you don't love me.
First off, we get paid $2,000 a season for this. Like this
DUI costs more than that.
Yeah, this ain't worth it, player. I was like, I want to get home. I want to get back. Like, I don't want to be around you. And he would be like, then he was like, well, some of y'all will hang out. Like, that's what happens. That's what happens in locker rooms. There are cliques. And it's not necessarily bad. It's not like gang cliques, like we're gonna jump this cat. It's you hang around with people who like what you like. In my high school locker room, there was like 5 guys who like Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon and stuff. I couldn't get into that stuff. Like I wasn't mad at them. They wasn't mad at me because I didn't want to play Magic the Gathering or whatever other stuff they was doing. They just did what they did. But you know what I said when we get here on Friday nights, like you need to make sure you're doing what you do so that they can make sure that they say my name very loud on the loudspeaker. So like as if they don't do what they do, they don't say my name. And if they don't say my name, I don't go to college. So that was the understanding. But again, I digress. All of this to my alma mater, my high school that I went to, Ronnie Harrison.
Oh, he went to your high school?
Yeah, he went to Florida
So
State
this is a
Developmental
sad
Research
day.
School.
I saw Denny say this was your guy. I was like, is that a joke?
Nah, I mean, he my guy, but like that's what he gets.
Because whenever we say
he
this
was
is your
supposed to come
guy,
on right after the draft.
98% of the time it's a joke.
Yeah. Nah, but he was supposed to come on after the draft when he got picked up. Like we had that thing set up. He didn't even do it, dog. He didn't do it. I said, all right.
Karma's a bitch.
Yeah,
I
man.
mean, sorry.
Shoot. But then again,
should have came on. Could have still had your gig.
But then my dog Chauffeur Boz hit me up and said, "Hey, you see what happened with Slumka, though?" I'm like, hey, I was different.
That.
It was different. That was different.
I didn't even think about that.
That was different, man.
Yeah, Rodney's actually still on a team. He just got traded.
He got traded, but he got traded to Cleveland, which
fifth-round pick. Are you surprised that they got something for him? And they didn't get anything for Fournette.
No, they didn't. That's a bold-faced lie.
I agree.
That
they tried to shop him, or maybe you said earlier, they just made it apparent that they wanted the guy out so bad that of course no team would.
Ronnie has
trade
2 years.
for
Like
him.
you bring in Ronnie, you got him another year after this. Fournette, you show no interest in him. You've badmouthed him. You make him seem like he's now. Granted, he had a crazy episode. That was real. I still don't know what happened in that game where he just ran across the field and whatever it happens.
People snap sometimes.
Yeah, PTSD. Sometimes you see things that ain't there. But he was going to defend his homie though, so I got to give him. You talk about locker room guys. That's a good locker room guy. But the Ronnie thing, man, Ronnie, that might just be business. But when it comes down to it, now we don't have anybody in the secondary who really has any experience. We got rid of the most productive person that we had left.
That's the plan.
And you know what that tells me? Again, I don't want to call out people, but I'll just go with my dog Hacker. It's I started to go find that tweet again, JJ.
I think maybe he's probably changed his mind
Yeah, I
about
just
the
want to
not
say, you
tanking
still
thing.
believe?
I hope so.
Because I asked Baloo this, man, and this could help me. If in fact they're not tanking, give me reason to believe you. Because I got a whole ton, like you got to. Was it reasonable doubt when you go to trial? Like, give me some reasonable doubt at this point.
They'd be
right
like,
now,
well, they'd say, well, they got Schobert, they moved Miles over, they got
that's it.
Eifert.
Okay, they upgraded the tight end position, but
is that even an upgrade? I mean, I
don't
guess
know.
it is.
I mean, I guess they got worse at D-line. We don't know what the secondary does.
You got a bunch of rookies at every position.
Wide receiver is a we don't know. It's the worst word you can use in athletics. Potential.
Lots of depth.
Yeah. Buzzword. Again, buzzword.
Our 7th and 8th wide receiver, I mean, they can match up with anybody's 7th and 8th wide receiver. It's like, yeah, but what about the first 6?
Let me I'm gonna ask you, can I get this caller?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Before I get to him, I just want to say how frustrating it is being in media, but trying to be a fan of a team, of two teams, that you get pelted with buzzword bingo. FSU media, culture, change the culture, buy-in, locked in, coached up. Jaguar media, culture. We want good guys. We want character guys. Like, these are all buzzwords that mean nothing when it comes to football and if you can play it. Because again, you know who wasn't a character guy? Ron Hernandez.
One of the best tight ends.
One of the best tight ends. I mean, he's playing on the Devils team now, right now. But he's balling. I want a bunch of those guys, man.
They got a good squad down there.
I'm just saying, man.
They got a good. I bet the Devils squad beats Tebow and God's squad.
Without a doubt.
So if we're going hey, good guys, they're just, it doesn't necessarily mean winning. Let's just say that.
To quote him,
never will.
Sometimes you need bad men to protect you from the bad people that are outside.
I like that.
And I've never heard anybody who's gone to gone into fisticuffs or gone into a physical combat that said, man, you know what? I just want a bunch of nice people around me. Nah, man, I need somebody foaming out the mouth. What I need is, because it's 11 men on the field at a time. Give me 7, 8 of them that are just something wrong with them. They foaming out the mouth, like they eyes twitch. Something's wrong with them.
And then I need one guy to make sure they're standing in the right spot.
Right. Again, when we think about the success with 2017,
pause.
We had a candle maker, Telvin, that just says itself. And Paz.
Yeah.
Paz's job was to make sure they were lined up right and make sure that they got to the huddle and that nobody was harmed during the in-between time.
Well, one of the funniest stories I've heard the last few days was about Fournette's rookie season, and apparently after every play was called in the huddle, Blake had to tell Fournette what his job was on that play. After every single play.
Oh man, I've played with a bunch of those guys. You know what
they're all good.
Yeah, you know what they had that I didn't have? Careers.
Skills, talent.
Millions. Broderick Bunkley. My dog Broderick. I told the story about Bunk on here, right?
I don't believe so.
You know what? We'll start off the second segment, but I want to hear what my guy Mitch has to say about bad teammates. What's going on?
Hey, not much, man. I just had this to say because you said something that irked my spirit a little. You said if 20 guys came up to you and they told you about this one guy and he was productive, but they had a problem with him as a teammate, you're like, man, get out of here, man. Y'all soft or whatever. I'm like, look, man, that's the same thing what happened with Terrell Owens. Dude was really good, man, but he was a cancer for the 49ers. They shipped him out of there, dude. He was a cancer for the Cowboys. He was a cancer for Philadelphia. He was a cancer everywhere. Dude was really good. And he's not the only one. Remember when
Randy Moss?
Randy Moss, about to say, same kind of character for the dude and most all the wide receivers. Chad Ochocinco. I mean, if
you said Chad Ochocinco, let me ask you something. What teammate has ever said Chad Ochocinco was a bad teammate?
Well.
That was media.
He was a. Yeah.
Andy Reid. What did Andy Reid come back and tell everybody about T.O.? Who was the cancer? Who ended up being the cancer?
A bad teammate.
But what I'm saying is, who did Andy Reid, the head coach, end up saying was the worst teammate and was out of shape? He ended up saying it was Donovan. It wasn't T.O.
The guy puked on the sideline.
But you know who
played with a broken leg during the Super Bowl.
Let's talk about that. Like, that's the teammates that I want.
Let's go back to what I saw. I saw my own son here in Jacksonville, whom the scouts, high school coach came out to see him play in middle school because they wanted him to come to the high school. But my kid was on the sideline going crazy because they would not throw him the ball. The coach came up to me, he said, if you don't get your son's attitude in check, I don't care how good he is, sir, he won't play for me.
Now that's
just
true.
like that.
Now I'll give you that.
My son thought he was, but he thought he was all that. He was. He had the speed. He had the talent. He had all of that. But to be an aggravation and all of that on the sideline, it's all about me. What T.O. used to say, they love me. So I love me some me. It's all about me. True. It's me in the world.
But they're in entertainment.
Man, come on,
that's
man.
Entertainment is different. Like, you're talking to a guy who hit somebody with a chair, and my football coaches knew that. And you know what they said? They said, we got to get this guy a helmet, and let's get him on the field. So, I mean, we hear both sides of those things, and you raise a good point. I don't mean I don't want a great citizen. But when I talk about, like, Leonard Fournette, you're talking about a guy who bought movie tickets for kids after a hurricane. That's not a terrible person. We're calling guys bad teammates.
Guy who sat on the sideline when the Jaguar was getting their butt.
Say that again. Hold on. Why was he sitting on the sideline pouting? Was it because his teammates were? It was because they was getting their ass whooped. Like, I can take that. What I can't take, that's the shows of willingness to win. Like, I want more guys who want to win. He doesn't want. Well, they're calling him a bad teammate because he doesn't want to hang around losers. People who have succumbed to the fact that we're not going to be any good. And when you see these decisions that your bosses are making, like, just put yourself in those shoes. What decision has the Jaguars made that makes you believe that they're committing to winning in the
once the Jaguars chose a punter in the third round and left Russell Wilson sitting up there, that's the day that I said, you know what, Jaguars GM needs to go blah, 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 and with a lot of expletives in it.
Right.
I have an even better point about Fournette. He would just put yourself in his situation. Say at work, like 3 months ago, your boss went out and spread word around that they're trying to get rid of you, dude. They don't want you anymore. You're overpaid. You're not worth it to them. They're trying to get rid of you, but nobody else is willing to take your contract. And then you're supposed to be like, great teammate guy all off season after that. It's like, that's not in human nature.
I just think sometimes people are just tired.
You're right. Like, I'm gonna feel some type of way about that.
Like, I'm more mad. Like, again, another example, better example, Murder Ray. Like, Murder Ray is getting involved in murders in the off season. But you know what he did? Came right back, won a Super Bowl. Ain't nobody talking about how bad a teammate he was. I mean, those are guys. These are situations.
Well, he's a great teammate. Apparently,
I mean, he's great. That's what I'm saying. So,
maybe
like,
not off the field guy, but
But I understand what you're saying, and there's exceptions to every one of those rules, and I appreciate you. Appreciate you.
There's also a big difference between a bad teammate and then a guy that we just know is kind of weird off the field.
Right.
That if he's in some weird off the field stories, that doesn't necessarily mean everybody in the locker room hates the guy. So, but I do get the feeling everybody in the locker room did hate Leonard Fournette. I will say that.
And they might have.
Fine.
But fine. Like, he's a top 5 rusher. Like, you hate. Like, get rid of him for something. Like, don't tell me that nobody didn't want him, and don't bash him.
And then a day later, get a 5th round pick for Rodney Harris.
And a day after you cut him, everybody who's good wants him, because you know who's not bringing in. If we're talking about locker, we got to take a break. If we're talking about culture, right? Will we say New England has an established culture?
Of course.
Would New England bring in a cancer?
Exactly.
New England wanted him. Kansas City just won a Super Bowl. Would they bring in a cancer? They had a running back opt out, but they're probably not going to bring in a cancer to try to shake up that apple cart. Same thing with New Orleans. Tampa Bay has the greatest quarterback of all time in Tom Brady, with a guy who's an established coach in Bruce Arians, who is trying to help build a culture to win. They're not bringing in a cancer.
When you get on Brady's team, you fall in line. It's like a LeBron
Which is
team.
funny though, because he did bring up Randy Moss, and I was gonna say Randy Moss.
He fell in line
in New England. People buy this buy-in thing again. Why I hate the word. People buy in to something that's worth selling.
Winning.
You winning.
That ring.
You go there. Everybody, everybody who's gone to New England has fell in line. It's all about true leadership at the top. But we got to take a break. This is the Sports Den, brought to you by thehumidor.com. Type in Sports Den at checkout for 20% off to get all your favorite cigars. We'll be right back.
They call him Fat Tony, but he's not really fat.
0% body fat.
But it's a really big show.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Jaguars Today.
Biggie don't make no difference.
10 to noon on 1010XL.
Hello, I'm Eddie Farah. If you're injured on the job, your rights are determined by the Workers' Compensation Statute. Under Florida law, your employer must have workers' compensation coverage if they have 4 or more employees. If it's a construction job, then your employer must have coverage with only 1 employee on the payroll. When these coverages don't exist, you may be cleared to sue your employer for all of your financial losses, including pain and suffering. We often see situations when the injured worker has an additional claim, such as when you're on the job and you're struck by a negligent driver, or a defective piece of machinery causes you injury. That's why it's so important to always conduct a thorough investigation of how your injury happened. These are tough economic times, and we want you to know your rights. Go to farahandfarah.com or call us at 396-5555. Farah and Farah, protecting you and your family since 1979. Offices, Jacksonville.
All year long, you'll be singing our song. Stay cooler with Bueller. At the head of our class, we make it happen fast. Stay cooler with Bueller. For heating and air, we always play fair. We make the difference because we really care. Bueller Air. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Instant Keys specializes in creating replacement automotive keys and keyless entry remotes, even when all the originals are lost or broken. Instant Keys provides expert service for nearly every foreign and domestic vehicle, including the high-end luxury models like BMW, Mercedes, Lexus, and Infiniti. With Instant Keys, you'll get dealership-level service at a fraction of the cost, without the hassles. For honest professional locksmith service, call the best around. Instant Keys, 722-1111.
Hi, I'm Don with J-Dog Junk Removal. In light of today's health concerns, we want you to know we are taking the required safety precautions during the removal process. As veterans, we always go above and beyond. If you have unwanted items at your home that need to be removed, let us pick them up for you. You create the stack, and we can be in and out quick. Or we can help any homeowner safely declutter. J-Dog Junk Removal, veteran-owned and veteran-operated. Call 844-GET-JDOG or visit jdog.com and enter your zip code.
Like working outdoors and want better pay and benefits? Superior Fence and Rail is seeking full-time fence installers with pay ranging from $16 to $25 an hour and more with commercial experience. Superior Fence and Rail will train you to work with their professional team and provide you with all the tools you need to be a top-notch installer. Get off the fence. Call Superior Fence and Rail today and start your career.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
Call Action Transmission Specialist on Merrill Road. We want to win your business with honest and upfront transmission service. I'm Robin Sidbury, the owner. That's a promise from me. Get traction. Call Action at 744-0755.
Stay connected to Gainesville with the Florida Gator Report with Lauren Brooks.
Go, Gator!
Brought to you by Darley's Plumbing, where quality counts.
A big win for the Florida Gators.
Get your Gators on 1010XL.
Mark Watson with Hardball Creative. Are the company's Zoom calls getting boring? Might be a good time to order some new logo caps or temporary tattoos. Check them out online at hardballcreative.com.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all. Up in the morning with the rising sun, back to our dock before the day is done. Boats and trucks and airplanes too, bringing seafood from the world to you. Fresh from us to your family, come be a part of our legacy. Fisherman stop, where seafood lovers shop. Fisherman stop, the ultimate seafood shop.
When you're feeling the stress of current events, a long week at work, or just need to unwind, there's nothing better than a fine, premium cigar. And there's no better place to go than Tobacco Cove on Bay Meadows Road. Tobacco Cove is the perfect place to find the best in premium cigars, pipes, and all the accessories to create an experience that will melt the worries and stress away. When you stop by, our knowledgeable staff can assist you in picking cigars to go, or just relax in our clean, socially distanced lounge to watch the game or enjoy a conversation. Either way, you'll feel right at home at Tobacco Cove, 3849 Bay Meadows Road.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. You're listening to the Sports Den on 1010XL.
Man, I keep wanting to hear, like, I'm like programmed because Friday is the day that I normally control the show, and I'm used to
You're
hearing.
listening to the Sports Den on 1010XL.
Cause it's Friday.
Yeah.
You ain't got no job, and you ain't got shit to do.
So you gotta like wait an extra second. So like if you hear a pause, it's because I have
Waiting
to.
for it.
I'm waiting for Chris Tucker. I'm about as bad as the people I was getting on the other day for saying we all look alike.
To be fair, that's one that always gets mixed up.
Yeah. Oh man, the text line 874. Bill Belichick is the king of bringing in the cancer. If they don't work, he kicks them out, and that's because they're talented. They're good.
He takes chances.
Yeah, he's not.
He'll bring in.
See Antonio Brown. Like if Antonio Brown was Keelan Cole, he wouldn't bring him in. No offense to Keelan Cole. I'm not saying Keelan Cole's not any good. He's
There's
just
a
not,
turd to what's Denny saying?
They say turd to talent
ratio.
Yeah. You try it, and he didn't kick him out. He kicked him out because
they screwed up again.
There was a rape, a sexual harassment, civil case that was pending, and
Josh Gordon, he tried to rehab,
but
didn't last.
But you know what Josh Gordon has right now? A contract with
another
Seattle.
Job.
Because he's good. I don't underand what's so. Is it really
Seattle's
that hard?
like the home for broken toys, though.
Right.
Like that's where like the cast-offs go.
But like, riddle me this: Is it really? Is it? Do people not look at everyday life and realize that talented and rich people tend to get more chances than people who aren't talented
in any field,
or not rich in anything, or gorgeous people? Look at your
that's
job.
Number one.
People who are really good at your job, or they look good, or they're your bosses, tend to get more chances than you get. Stop. This is why athletes think that they're better than you. Stop. Yes, they make more money than you, but they're humans. Treat them like that. I promise you, like they go through the same things that you go through. Like the only thing money does is enhance who you are and what your problems are. Like it doesn't just go away. Stuff doesn't go. The sun still sets. If you got baby mama issues, now you got more.
And they just got more expensive.
Speaking of that, you see what Cam Newton's
No.
Actually, to be honest with you, I guess that'll be this segment. Kind of, we'll get into some Jags talk too. She said she wants 15 racks
a month.
Yeah, which actually he's got 4 kids. You got 4 kids.
I don't care. That's
no
outrageous.
That I agree with you. That part, right?
I'm gonna do that math. Hold on.
Well, 10 is 120.
15 times. Oh. We
half
should be able to do that in our head.
180. Tax free.
Times 12. $18,000 a year.
No, it's not 18,000.
Oh, 1,500 is what I did. What a
My
fool.
bad, 15,000.
180,000 a year.
Yeah.
For kids.
Just to take care of the kids. Because she says, here's her excuse.
Which I'm sure he's already taking care of them.
Here's her
financially.
Excuse. I work minimum wage. Like I shouldn't. My job is to take care of the kids. It's not to take care of you. It's a difference. Oh, speaking of, man, I forgot to ask. I'm gonna ask a question on the text line. I want people to judge me and tell me what to do because I like to live in luxury, and I found out something.
Hold on. She's the mother of all 4 of his kids.
Yeah.
And she's working a minimum wage job.
She's probably never had to work until recently.
That's what I was about to say.
And then he got another kid.
Something about the story's fishy.
He allegedly got an IG model pregnant, and that's what ended it. Pull-out game whack. But
or maybe he did it on purpose.
He might have.
Maybe she had great
might have shot the
genes
club up on purpose. But and shout out to one of my favorite my heroes, Future Hendrix. His baby mama asked for like 50-something thousand a month. He said, "I'll give her $1,000 a month." And you know what the judge said? $3,500.
We're talking about
That's a win.
Russ's chick?
No. Not that baby mama. Future has a lot of baby mamas.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it out there. But the most recent one, she's gonna get $3,500 a month. Congratulations to Future. That's a W.
Great language, unwavering language, unwavering belief.
God, that guy's so corny, but he's great. I love him.
Me too. On my fantasy
speaking
team.
You know what? Since we're talking about corny short quarterbacks, let's get to our corny short quarterback. Gardner Minshew had a presser. I want to know how far has he come since last year?
Yeah, I mean, we've come a long way, Larry.
Okay, first of all, before we go through this, I'm going to play for you the first second of every single answer.
Yeah, I mean, no, I love Cole. It's great to work. Oh, I mean, we just talked about. I think it's. Yeah, I think that was. Yeah, I think I was. Yeah, I mean.
Always yes. No matter what, you could ask him anything, he's gonna answer yes.
Yeah, I mean.
All right, this is how far he's come.
Yeah, I mean, we've come a long way, Larry. Like just me and you personally in this last year. It's I feel like I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I'm super grateful for the people I've had around me that have gotten me to this point, that have helped me prepare for this.
All right, we can go ahead.
And I'm pretty sure.
The game's is not Larry.
I hear defeat. That's not the Gardner that was saying. That Nick Foles guy. He's a good kid. He's going to be something one day. He's going to be the starting quarterback of another NFL team when he leaves.
Sure, he'll be fine.
I beat him out, but that doesn't mean he's a bad person. That sounds like a guy that knows what's going on around him. He's just, hey, what if this happened?
They asked him on the national talk of tanking, as if that's not local talk either.
We've been saying.
What do you
Wait
mean?
a minute, that's on here, or we don't?
Yeah,
have
it's the very last one.
Oh, skip to that. What?
Okay.
I'm burying the lead.
Yeah, I mean, I think more than anything, it really just shows that people are watching us very closely. I think people see it from afar.
Stop! What?
Well, you watched too close.
What? Run that back. Man, hold on. Let me turn my because I couldn't have heard him.
Yeah, he couldn't have said
that. There's no way. There's no way.
I mean, I think more than anything, it really just shows that people are watching us very closely. I think people see it from afar and see, they're losing their biggest names, but that's not how we feel. And I mean, realistically, I know if we're tanking, Coach Ron, Dave, Caldwell, and me are probably going to be out of jobs. So I know us three and a lot of those other guys.
That explains why how you answer number one, Gardner.
So I feel very confidently in everybody's desire to win, and that's absolutely not anything that we envision happening.
I feel bad.
I want you to hold on to that first clip right there because I'm gonna say so. We play the Colts first game, right?
Yep.
So Gardner's stat line: 350 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 fumble. DJ Chark, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. Breaking news: the Jacksonville Jaguars trade DJ Chark to the 49ers. Hey, Gardner, what do you think about the national talk of the Jaguars?
I mean, I think more than anything, it really
they're
just
not
shows
watching.
That people are watching us very closely. I think people see it from afar and see, they're losing their biggest names.
Everybody that's good around you, they're getting rid of.
Literally anyone worth anything that's not like a first or second year player has been traded or dropped.
This is why I miss Jalen, the sassy savage.
What would he say right now?
Oh, he would be like, "We suck. Like we're not trying to get any better. Get me out of here. My back hurts." Like that's what he would be saying right now. But I crave some authenticity. Like I listened to Todd Washington yesterday. I tried to listen to Schobert, who, by the way, no cap and not trying to shoot at her. This old lady's pretty hot. I don't know if you've seen her.
I'm Googling right now.
I saw it on the Twitter today. Like they shared some names like Megan or something, like Meg something. but it was she wasn't. She's not bad. Schober, good job.
Are they married? Yeah,
I
they
don't know
are
if they're
married.
married or if they're just
Megan Schober.
Yeah. She's good job.
Oh yeah.
Do I want
Big
it?
fan.
You learn the defense after turnovers, having so much. I don't want to hear anything else about Cole. Oh, let's talk about somebody who I think might get cut. Keelan Cole. His connection to camp with Keelan Cole.
No, I love Cole, man. We I mean, really going back into last year, we had some good things working. When he's in the lineup, he was really, really good for us. And I expect that to continue. He's really, really fast guy. He's got a stride, he's got great ball skills, big catch radius, friendly target for us QBs. And it's he's a fun one to just kind of talk, because he'll give it to you straight, tell you how he sees it. We tell him how we see it, and we can get on the same page that way. And yeah, I love throwing to Cole, and I'm excited to see what he's going to be doing.
By the way, do you think Dede makes it? Okay, that's like the next guy.
Because Dede has to have, like you almost don't want Dede to make it, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but like Dede, what does it give you? So like, say Dede comes on the team and he has a really big year, right? What position does that put you in? Like, do you sign him? What do you do? Like right now, you know what DJ Chark is. He's going to hopefully take that step to be your true number one wide receiver.
Absolutely.
You know what you get. Oh man,
Chenault.
Conley. You know what you have with Conley as your deep threat. You know what you have with Laviska. Like, so right now, those are the three guys that you want to see what you can do with. As well as Colin Johnson, which I think Colin Johnson is what hurts Keelan.
He's had a great camp.
He's at a great camp, big physical receiver that can go get it and can give you something. And Keelan's a wide receiver that deserves to be in the NFL, but he hasn't given you anything to prove like that. He's just that guy. Like, so that's the problem. He's way better than Rashard Green was, but at the same time, and for where he got not drafted, he was an undrafted free agent. What he's done, he's proven himself. But I just look at what they have and what the Jaguars are trying to do. And when you have a GM who gets 10 picks and the idiot decides to draft 10 people and you can only cut, like, that's the other thing that needs to be talked about. So, yeah, simple math here. So people help me out. We had 10 picks in 2019, right? 2020, excuse me, 2020. Have we cut any of those guys yet?
That they actually drafted?
Yeah, I guess the big cut would be this weekend. And let's say they cut, because they actually draft. That's the part that baffles me. So, like, you don't draft people to cut them. Like, you could have paired those picks up to get something better. But let's say, hypothetically speaking, because anything can happen with Jacksonville, they keep those 10 guys. As it stands now, you know how many draft picks we have in the 2021 draft?
Probably around the same.
We have 11.
Even more.
We'll probably get more. And because of past history predicts future performance. We're going to draft 11 players. So that means with the 2021 roster, you can have 22 first and second year players minimum. Or max, whatever. You only get 53, and you only, like, so that's like almost, that's just under half of your roster with guys that haven't proven anything. Like, that's just not how you, like, even if we're tanking for Trevor, right? That still doesn't give you any hope for the 21 season. Like, I just want somebody to step on the podium. Even if it's like what TC did and yell at us. But like,
well,
at least,
Dave will be up there tomorrow.
But I'm
ready.
But what I want is this. And I think you can hide behind this Microsoft Teams and Zoom call stuff. But guys, Demetrius, like, actually, no, don't do it. I'll just listen to me, but don't do it, because you guys are really good at your job.
Don't sacrifice yourself.
Don't sacrifice your career for the sports den. Mia, Chris.
Oh, Mia asks, I hate to hate on Mia, but she asks so many cupcake. Every question she asks is a cupcake question. It's like, hey, how is everybody dealing with COVID? Yeah. It's like, what do you mean? The team's a dumpster fire right now. Ask about that.
What's a reasonable...
Anyone who asks about COVID, I immediately get super pissed off. I'm like, dude, stop.
What's a reasonable...
You know what they should have asked Gardner today? They should have named all the things that have happened the past week. Yannick, Fournette, and Harrison. which it might not have happened when he was interviewed today. Explain to me how that is supposed to be helping y'all win. I want to hear it come from his mouth.
What's a decent amount of money on a dare?
For a guy like that willing to lose their career, $300.
Okay, $300 to the reporter. And I gotta hear it on. We gotta because this is all recorded. I need to hear this. Can we tweet this? Somebody tweet this out, and you can add me at your favorite reporter. I got that in my car.
We'll put our Cash App on it.
Yeah, matter of fact, yeah, I'll Cash App it to you. You don't even gotta see me because of COVID restrictions. I will make sure you get this $300 to the reporter that asks Dave straight up and gets him to answer, but like don't let him duck it. Prove to me how I know you're not tanking. and just read what you were just saying, As Gardner.
Just read the transactions.
Just read the transactions list and say, prove to some fan.
Don't even bring up tanking. Just say making the team better.
Yeah, prove to the Jacksonville Jaguar fans how you're making this team better for 2020. $300. I got you. I don't think you'll do it. But I do believe the fans do at least deserve something. Like, I deserve honesty. Like, just walk up there and say, hey, guys, this is what it is, man. We had to blow this thing up. We made some really bad decisions, and we've got to blow this thing up. We're going to go out there and try to play competitive football.
Yep.
But in order for us to have the long-term health and success that is necessary to be the top franchise that we want, that Shad Khan wants this to be, we had to make some moves that were unpopular and that were going to be uncomfortable.
How easy was that?
It was very easy. You would say it wouldn't be enough for some people, but at least a lot of people would be like, you know what, that's honest.
And we all know it anyway.
Yeah, we know it. They're kind of preparing us for it a little bit. So like, all right. But we're going to go out. They're not quitting, but at the same time.
He sends Doug out there to say that they had running backs that helped them win more than Fournette or whatever the hell he said yesterday that was just asinine.
You got Zigbo, which is the name of a lighter, I think, or a Zippo. You got Robinson, who nobody knew who they were. And you got I preface it, it's my dog, FSU till we die. But you ain't no, you're just a guy. You're a Jag. We got to
run it back. Don't forget Rockwell.
And Rocky.
Yes.
We got a running back seg full of Jags. Just a guy. I got this guy. I mean, I got to make that a shirt.
We do have to play two more Gardner sounds that are very interesting.
Let's go ahead. Run.
The one he was asked about all the youth on the team, and some people were taking his answer as sort of a shot. You have to listen to it at the end, but I didn't really take it like that.
Okay.
I think it's a double-edged sword. I think experience really does help you learn. I know from my last year, like getting those reps is better than any classroom learning or practice learning that you can do. But I'm also very excited. I think, with that youth comes a lot of energy, a lot of excitement, and not much ego. I think everybody's coming together in a great way. And I'm more than anything, I'm just excited to get everybody out there for the first time and really see what we got.
You know who has egos? Typically in the NFL that get
great players.
Great players. Like you can't. The top 1% of the top 2% are who make it to the NFL. You don't do you know the gall you have to believe that you can beat lottery odds to be just to be in the NFL? So when people say we don't have a room for egos, it means I just take it that you have a room full of losers, or it's just buzzword bingo. And I don't like buzzword bingo. Like, stop talking. Like, just say something. Be real with us. Like, and again.
This is after, by the way, he had an interview with the NFL Network where he said, the biggest thing I like about our team right now is how together we are. We do not have a lot of we do have a lot of young guys, but it's a young core. It's kind of banding together. I don't think we have a lot of selfish ambitions. I don't think we have a lot of personal agendas.
So you mean you have a bunch of everybody's team focused. So you have a college team. You have a high school team. Everybody's focused on the one objective. You don't have anybody who's focused on, wanting to be. So nobody has all pro.
I would assume in most locker rooms at high level college football, there's tons of guys with personal ambition to make it to the NFL.
If
personal agendas.
Yeah, again, like,
doesn't
and
necessarily
I don't
mean they're
blame the
bad.
people. Like, let me see, because I haven't really checked the text line once we've been doing all this. I don't like fault anybody for not, because you've been fed this line of logic that everybody likes each other in the has to like each other in the locker room, and that everybody's humble because but not understanding that these things have multiple definitions. Like some of the most humble people are arrogant when they get into different lights. Like, yes, they're humble when you like walk up on them. Yes, I'll sign your autograph. I like your kid. But on the field, they want to bash your skull in.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, want to know who the most humble person I've ever met was? Mike Tyson. But humble be anything that you really describe Mike Tyson? Like, as far as when you see him off the, like,
right now,
during his prime? Like, no, like Mike.
He's talking about eating babies.
Yeah, he's talking about I want to bash your skull in. Like, he's like talking about all these different things. Like, it's not like I'm just, it's competitive nature. The thought that you are the thought that you can physically impose your will onto another human being is not humble. It's the exact opposite of humility. And you know what that is? That is me basically breaking down what football is. Children. Football is a bunch of men like dressing up in pads and tights and literally trying to pummel each other.
Straight up gladiators.
Like I think on this play, like, matter of fact, just even the people that we love, Vince Lombardi was so humble that he said he taught his players that we can point where we want to run the Green Bay, the Packers sweep, and you can't stop it.
Love that.
That's to be an elite athlete is the opposite of humility. Like, it doesn't mean you don't have humble moments. It doesn't mean that you don't know how to change it. But like inside of you, you got to be
watching the Jordan doc and like, oh, the humbleness of that guy. I mean, just great stuff. So humble, what a winner.
And you know who everybody tells you they want people to be?
MJ. All right, we have one more before we have to break.
Okay, go ahead.
This was on, he said he was very surprised about Fournette.
Yeah, I think I was like everybody else. I was very surprised. Leonard's been a guy, really face of the franchise type guy for a long time. And I think we all, hate to see him go. But I'm excited for what he's going to do. I know he's in a great state of mind after talking to him. He's very excited to go to Tampa Bay. He's going to do really well there. But I'm also excited for the opportunity that he's kind of leaving behind. The guys that we have in our running back room right now have stepped up in a big way. They aren't the names that Leonard is, but I think they're guys that are very hungry and they're going to be very good for us this year.
I hope they're starting.
Doesn't sound reassuring.
You know what reassuring, man? I'm very happy for Leonard's guy. I think he's going to be successful in Tampa. I know he's going to do some big things. But, man, let me tell you about what I've seen Zigbo do in practice. Zigbo has been really giving me a lot of good stuff, especially on the checkdowns. He's really there. His ability to stretch the defense is good. And he's really good at the zone read. He's able to read gaps and be able to differentiate that. And Robinson has been able, especially when the fullback comes in, he's been able to really get us those tough yardage.
I didn't hear that.
That's not what you heard. We heard hungry. Like, again, you know what hungry is? Buzzword bingo. Like, dude, it doesn't say anything. I'm glad for it. Again, here's my thing. And I preface this because we got to take a break. I want to be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope, like what my dog 912 is saying, I bet they improved. Simple logic. When we've thought they were going to be good in the past, what happened? I want that to be, please call. I want to be a fool. But based upon what we see, it just doesn't, it looks like they're preparing for the opposite of that. And if we do in turn out to be really, really good and competitive, see more drastic cuts and trades happen. Because they can't have that happen. We got to take a break because we're way behind. The Sports Den brought to you by thehumidor.com. Type in Sports Den at checkout for 20% off.
Navy football is on 1010XL. The midshipmen take on BYU. Monday night at 8. Navy football. Hear the games all season long on 10:10 a.m.
Hi, I'm professional golfer Russell Knox, and when it came time for me to purchase my home, I was looking for professionals to guide me through the buying process, and I chose Exit Real Estate Gallery. The professionals were enjoyable to work with and made all the transactions very easy, and I would definitely recommend using Exit Real Estate Gallery to purchase your home.
Thanks, Russell. If you're looking to buy or sell your one-stop in Jacksonville, Exit Real Estate Gallery. Go online right now at propertyinjax.com.
Endless loads of laundry? Lowe's has just what you need to bring reliability to your laundry room. A Maytag front-load laundry pair in an exclusive metallic slate finish. It features the most powerful cleaning in the industry, driven by a heavy-duty cycle with extra power button. Shop Labor Day deals on Lowes.com today and get up to 35% off select appliances like this Maytag laundry pair and more. Bring on style this Labor Day with Lowe's. Offer valid through 9/16, U.S. only.
I was on the go, it was time to eat. I said, baby, grandma, Danny, cause they can't be beat. She got something else when it was time to choose. And after just one bite, I got that soggy sandwich blues. Should've known better, only Danny will do. Got that hometown flavor creeping up on you. Yeah, she done me wrong. Didn't get my dandy. I need my ham and cheese. That's all he wanted. That's all he wanted. Should've known better, only Danny will do. Got that hometown flavor creeping up on you. Yeah.
As an investor, what do you get from a discount broker or mutual fund? Not much. But if you're seeking planning, financial architecture, direction, and personal interaction, we're a fee-based, independent, credentialed financial advisor. We are Capital Dimensions Wealth Management, a Jacksonville-based firm that performs in-depth analysis and on-site interviews with companies globally before investing our clients' money. If we can help, call 730-3877 or drop by our office on University Boulevard. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA and SIPC.
Former Jacksonville Pro Bowler Leon Searcy is serving up lunch on XL Primetime.
His resume is how he played in the season.
Brought to you by Wingstop.
I down blocked with all my phone, and he did not move.
Weekdays at noon on 1010XL.
Odds are, when you're looking for the best plumbing service, it probably sounds something like this. Okay, Google, show me Roland Reach Plumbing. That's right. Roland Reach Plumbing is a Google guaranteed service, so you can be assured of work quality, background of employees, and the right service done on time, on budget. With satisfaction Google guaranteed. So for any plumbing issue, large or small, use the Bold City's best. Roland Reach Plumbing at plumberinjax.com.
Start off this football season with $50 off a set of Yokohama tires. Mike Dempsey here for Tire Outlet. Tire Outlet has 12 locations all over Northeast Florida and literally wholesale prices to the public and full automotive repair. It's your one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs. But right now, for $50 off a set of Yokohama tires, go to tireoutlet.com/offers.
Wholesale prices, premium service, Tire Outlet.
Hey, Hicken here. I had zero res out to my house already, and now the kids are back to school, probably ready again. It's the perfect time to try. They're offering the hottest price of the year. 3 rooms of carpet clean for only $99, just for the month of September. So get on their schedule today. Call Zero Res 287-5727 and ask for the 3 rooms for $99 deal at Zero Res. That's 287-5727. Call Zero Res and call them today.
Zero Res. Having the right homeowner's insurance coverage means you're protecting your most valuable possession. To learn more, go to southernoak.com.
Our family protecting yours, Southern Oak Insurance.
Summer is here, and Hidden Hills Golf Club is offering daily twilight rates starting at 2 p.m. Enjoy an affordable afternoon round and a cold beverage in the Hills Grill afterward.
Call Hidden Hills at 620-0910.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. You're listening to the Sports Den on 1010XL.
Because it's Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got to do.
Okay, it's not Friday, but no, we don't. We don't need the. We don't need the behind the scenes camera, dog.
Yeah, we probably don't.
Yeah, that we all got fired.
I didn't even think about it.
Yeah, that was funny though. But this is Sports Den.
We actually didn't say anything offensive. It was just
No, it wasn't offensive. It was just
the stories were just too real for some folks.
Oh man. Speaking of something that was too real, where are my notes at? I was gonna make this. I'm gonna still keep that as my hate o'clock. But the Pac-12 and the Big Ten consistently keep. Well, Pac-12. One thing I'll give them props on. They've just been the true, legit little brother and haven't said anything.
Kept their mouth shut.
Big Ten, it's obviously an internal battle about whether they want to play or whether they don't want to play. And it's getting out of hand. It's getting really sad. And it's, they had a guy, they quoted the doc, right? Is that what it was, JJ?
Yes. Let me pull it up. Hold on. But it was going around all over today about how basically unsafe it is in the Big Ten because there was a test from Northwestern, I believe. And they claimed at first that 30 to 35% of all Big Ten athletes that were discovered or that had COVID were discovered to have that heart condition that I don't know how to say the name of. Myocarditis.
Yeah.
So that was going around everywhere today. And every blue check mark was like, hey, we told you so. Look, all these kids are going to die. How do you feel now, SEC? And then it came out not too long after that. The doctor, Sebastianelli, wishes to clarify this point and apologize for the confusion. He came out and said that whole thing was completely BS. How the 30 to 35 number was so incorrect and so infactual, he had to apologize for it. So they just can't decide what their whole MO is right now. And it's a mess. It's a cluster.
And I'm not gonna sit here like obviously we got the articles and everything needs to change. It's not that like just like we talked about Kirk Cousins, like you might not want. I don't want to wear a mask, but I'll wear a mask around other people if that makes them feel comfortable because I'm not a jerk.
If the business wants me to,
if the business
I'll
wants,
wear it.
If I like Publix,
yeah,
Publix has made some concessions. Did you hear?
I heard they took the lanes away.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah. So that was good. I'm cool
steps.
with that. Small steps. But like if you wear a mask, you're commie. If you don't wear a mask, you're Hitler. Like, no, let's stop that. Let's just chill on like the exaggerations. Football's happening right now. Until, like I've said repeatedly on the show, until somebody dies, football's happening.
Yes.
And I'm sorry to say this, it can't just be anybody dies. It has to be the right person to die.
It has to be a bigger school.
It has to be a big school and a good name. Like for people to care enough.
If Central Arkansas has a kid pass, I don't know if that's enough.
It's gonna be sad. People will put them on the shoes.
Yeah, definitely.
That's as far as it's gonna go. Your GoFundMe will be good. I'll support it, but you're not taking away my football. But to not think that some coaches aren't having some hesitations. Even Lane Kiffin came out and said, he's talked to several coaches that said they've had to have not necessarily cancel practice, but give a day off because guys felt sick or blah, 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 whatever. But the reason why I brought up the Big Ten and Pac-12 and all of this is it's looking like the Pac-12, because the Big Ten is saying we're going to play in October. We'll push it back to January, blah, blah, blah. Pac-12 says, hey, man, we ain't telling y'all nothing, but we are going to make this announcement. We got a groundbreaking COVID-19 testing research initiative with QDell Corporation, or however you say it. QDell, probably how you say it. And that means they're going to get rapid testing.
Yeah, QDell sounds like a guy I know.
Yeah. Qdell is the one who gets you the drugs for the government.
Yeah, totally
He's not the
different
guy.
guy.
He's not a testing guy. He tests the quality of certain stuff, but not that. But my point is that the Pac-12 is already like taking steps to say bump the Big Ten. Like we're
We're
go
no
get
longer
this.
the little
Yeah,
brother.
we're gonna go get this money, and we want to play in the college football playoff because the Big Three conferences have already basically said we don't care what any of you guys say. So again, just a little update on that. They're going to try to continue to remain relevant by dropping stuff every day. A lot of the bombshell stuff that we talked about for today has already happened. So just talking about that, but we're going to take a break because this we went over the first few. We're going to get into 8 o'clock, brought to you by Loose Air Quality on the other side. This is the Sports Den brought to you by thehumidor.com. We'll be right back.
Drink a beer, sing a song, make a friend, can't we all get along?
Drink a beer, sing a song, can't we all get along?
This is great.
Exactly.
1010XL.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to our website, CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
I'm with Greg from Cycles of Jacksonville, and right now we're getting into the fall months. We're talking about hunting season. You've got some great rides for some guys, some ladies to go out and do a little hunting.
We do. We've got a full line of side-by-sides. We've got every Pioneer Honda makes in stock. We've got every Honda model ATV in stock. We are stocked up and ready for the fall.
Hot temps, cool temps, you've got it all. You've got something for somebody to ride.
We've got something for everybody, and we're ready to roll right now.
Online, cyclesofjacksonville.com, and check out the showroom right there in Atlantic and Regents.
McKeever Clinic is home to the first advanced prostate cancer center in Jacksonville. This is Dr. West, urologist at McKeever Clinic. Our clinic is staffed with 2 urologists that specialize in advanced prostate cancer care and management. You'll also have a dedicated nurse navigator that will coordinate timing, medications, insurance, and patient assistance. We're conveniently located off AC Skinner Parkway on the south side. Contact our specialist at McKeever at 355-6583 to discuss your treatment options.
All year long, you'll be singing our song. Stay cooler with Bueller. At the head of our class, we make it happen fast. Stay cooler with Bueller. For heating and air, we always play fair. We make the difference because we really care. Bueller Air. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hi, I'm Don with J-Dog Junk Removal. In light of today's health concerns, we want you to know we are taking the required safety precautions during the removal process. As veterans, we always go above and beyond. If you have unwanted items at your home that need to be removed, let us pick them up for you. You create the stack, and we can be in and out quick. Or we can help any homeowner safely declutter. J-Dog Junk Removal, veteran-owned and veteran-operated. Call 844-GET-JDOG or visit jdog.com and enter your zip code.
Up in the morning with the rising sun, back to our dock before the day is done. Boats and trucks and airplanes too, bringing seafood from the world to you. Fresh from us to your family, come be a part of our legacy. Fisherman's Dock, where seafood lovers shop. Fisherman's Dock, the ultimate seafood shop.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Like working outdoors and want better pay and benefits? Superior Fence and Rail is seeking full-time fence installers with pay ranging from $16 to $25 an hour and more with commercial experience. Superior Fence and Rail will train you to work with their professional team and provide you with all the tools you need to be a top-notch installer. Get off the fence. Call Superior Fence and Rail today and start your career.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
Quarantining isn't so bad. Your dog simply loves it when you're home. But it is time to order new shirts and hats from Hardball Creative.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
In 1919, my great-grandfather founded Catlin as a Studebaker dealership, and now we're the oldest truck accessory store in the U.S. This is Keith Catlin, and I'm proud to be the fourth-generation owner. If you need anything for your truck, van, or SUV, come see it. From Lear toppers to rolling lot bed covers to trailer hitches and everything in between. Let us take care of all your accessory needs. Quality counts at Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
AC's broke, it ain't no joke. Call Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. FloridaHomeAC.com.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
You mad, bro?
1010XL 92.5 FM. Join us in the Sports Den. Call or text 641-1010.
Open up your heart and let that hate out.
Gotta let that thing breathe. 904-803-1014. That's Loose Air Quality. They're the Florida expert indoor environmental professionals. They bring you 8 o'clock each and every night on the Sports Den. If you got bad air, got mold, mildew, having a hard time breathing, you need to hit our guys up, and they'll make sure you're taken care of. Man, so it's Quidel. Shout out to 864 for clarifying us. And 382, you must have read my mind. Must have read my mind. My 8 o'clock is Stephen A. Smith and his comments on Steve Nash. And he's got it wrong. And the problem with how wrong he has it, if he doesn't think he earned a job, that's one thing. But when you say he hasn't earned the job and basically alluding to him being white and using his privilege.
He didn't allude to it. He said it straight up.
Okay.
It was white privilege that got him the job.
It would be a point if a lot of the names that you mentioned, like one of them in particular, who everybody keeps kind of going down because of what he did with Golden State, with Mark Jackson.
Terrible coach.
Mark Jackson.
Oh, he was so bad.
They won 20 games the year before he got to Golden State, and he flipped them to a playoff team and built the foundation to what they're winning now. No, I'm saying nobody wanted that job before he took it. But that's not my point. My point is this. Mark Jackson had no experience except for playing.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Isaiah Thomas, you know what his coaching experience was? None. It's happened numerous times in basketball. Like, yes, there are the guys like Tyronn Lue, like Ty Lue.
He was an assistant.
Had to be an assistant.
Yeah.
I'm saying that's the traditional route. Like, there are, like, if anything, you should be mad that anybody skips the traditional route. Like, but there's really a theme in this that somebody pointed out that was really good. And I don't cover basketball, right? So I wouldn't know these things off the top of my head. But guys who cover basketball, like specifically, if you call yourself, like, that's what Stephen A. Smith came into this profession as, right?
Yeah, that's his thing, the NBA.
The NBA, you would think you know this. These coaches, like, it's a certain position that does get granted the benefit of the doubt when it comes to not having coaching experience, especially if you played at an elite level.
Especially a point guard.
It's point guard. You know why? Because the point guard basically is the head coach on the court.
Especially one of the most innovative point guards of all time. Who's won multiple MVPs. Like, I'm not saying it's going to work out. When we heard this news on the drill this morning, I said, well, that's going to not work out. Mostly because I don't think Kyrie is going to get along well with some brand new guy. But
beyond,
I never said like, oh, this guy's not qualified to be a coach. It's like, dude, they just throw anybody in there as an NBA coach nowadays. Give me a break.
Modern history of guards getting head coaching jobs: Doc Rivers, Isaiah Thomas, Mark Jackson, Steve Kerr, Jason Kidd is another guy who had no experience.
Which, okay, by the way, I saw the list of like black coaches that they were putting out there today that got passed over for Steve Nash, and Jason Kidd was on there, and I was shocked because I just thought he was a white guy my entire life.
Fair.
But he was a head coach, and he was terrible.
You know who else got a job right away? Derek Fisher, who was a terrible person
and a terrible coach.
Like Derek Fisher, guys, if you've never listened to the old school sports den, don't let your wife get basketball lessons with a light-skinned man. In particular, Derek Fisher, he is going to sleep with her. Any man who smashes his goddaughter, his godkid's mom is a terrible person.
So they were friends, him and Barnes, Matt Barnes.
Yes, that's why Matt Barnes wanted to kill him.
So he was the godfather of their children?
Kids.
I didn't know it was like that. I thought they were just like teammates.
No, they were like great friends. It was awful.
That's
terrible. Jason Kidd's a terrible person. Jason Kidd's a terrible person off the court too, but he ain't quite Matt Barnes. But it's a lot of guys again, but something else that's bigger in that and where Stephen A. Smith got it. So the first reason why Stephen A. Smith got it wrong is, dude, there's a lot of examples of black players who are in the same exact position that got this. Like if you want to call Brooklyn like a destination job right now because they got two of the better players in the NBA, that's fine, but it's not like they're the Nets are a powerhouse. Like, let's not. And then, ironically, the person that he complained about, Tyronn Lue, got picked up by Philly, which is a
better job, maybe not really,
but it's
up there.
He should never get the job in Philly because he's been immortalized by Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson. The only way I would get that job is if Allen Iverson came on public access,
over him,
and apologized, and we reversed the curse. He has to step back over me and backwards.
And for that to happen, I need Ty to regrow the cornrows. Game-winning 3 by Toronto at the buzzer.
Oh, wow, really?
Down by 2, win by 1. That was epic.
So
they're back in the series.
But here's the second reason why Stephen A. is grossly wrong. If you want to say, you can't say this is privilege because it's not. If you want to say acceptance, maybe. But here's what happens in the NBA, and this is everybody's beloved Jordan. This has been like that since his time. If you're the star player, you got pull and cachet to pick who you want, if you want them.
Which they did.
And this was Kevin Durant saying, I want him. Like, and Kevin Durant and Steve Nash have the relationship from Steve Nash being an analyst or a consultant to Golden State while he was there.
Is it still white privilege if a black guy gets you the job?
No. And that's what I'm saying. Like, this is where Stephen A., like, you working too much.
They just have to have a take.
Like, that's what I'm saying. His take is his
and they
takes
want it
aren't
to be
his,
hot.
His takes aren't his takes anymore. Like, think about how much Stephen A. Smith works, right?
Radio show,
multiple radio shows, multiple
games.
TV shows. Yeah, he is everywhere. When does Stephen A. Smith have any time to watch TV?
Or games,
or breakdown stuff. Remember him talking about Hunter Hemsley or Hunter, whatever his name was. He wasn't even playing. Like, he's bringing up stuff that makes absolutely no sense. All he's doing is going. Stats and Info tells him something happens. Stats and Info gives him the stats and the talking points, and he skims over it, and he doesn't compute it and can't use his own common sense to talk about that. LeBron, matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you why I call it acceptance. There's a thing, and this isn't Steve Nash's fault. This isn't a white person's fault. This is maybe it's systemic on that side, but I don't know. It's not deep enough in that. It's too many examples of the other side.
Steve Nash is Canadian, by the way. As a white American, we don't claim that.
But
so
here's
he's not
what I'm
one
saying.
of us.
So there's black players who say sometimes I just need somebody different. to coach me. And you take with that what you want.
A new voice?
Yeah, sure. LeBron is one with an Asian, whoever whatever
a Jewish guy,
whatever the coach down in Miami is.
Spoelstra.
Spoelstra, is he what? Is he not?
He's Spanish of some sort, I believe.
My bad.
The only reason I say that is because his skin is very dark.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Man.
I know for
amazing
a
coach.
fact he's not white, but he got Spoelstra. I mean, but not black. I know for a fact he's not black. He won. He won with Ty Lue once, and then who's his coach now? Who's the coach of LA right now?
What is his name? But he's just like a basic white guy.
Okay, fine. But he's two out of the three coaches.
Frank Vogel, yeah.
He's had multiple black guys that he's brought on, and they stink. They stink. Not saying that black coaches stink, but I'm just saying like LeBron has used his platform.
Black coaches have stunk.
He's used his platform to advance the culture, and you know what he has to say? What his record shows? He's 3-6 mafia. He's won 3 championships and lost 6. Get the best coach. So I can't knock Kevin Durant for using his platform to get the coach that he feels he has the best relationship with, the best rapport, and that can put him there. They probably came in and said, "Hey man, what you think?" Hey KD, who you want?
I guarantee
Steve
they
Nash.
asked.
Say no more.
I guarantee they brought up Ty Lue at least.
They
brought
probably
him up
did,
to him.
and probably brought up Mark.
Yeah. Which this Mark Jackson thing has to end. The only people that say Mark Jackson needs to be a head coach are his colleagues at ESPN. The man hasn't been coaching in years. He wasn't great. Let's be real. And I didn't forget. I didn't forget that you guys, as in the media, blackballed him because of his religious beliefs and what he said about homosexuality. But now all of a sudden, with this, oh well, he's black, he needs a job. It's like, wait, you just told me a year or two ago that it was unacceptable to hire him because of what he said about gay people. Now all of a sudden, it's just
Steve
ridiculous.
Nash. By the way, Steve Nash isn't short. Steve Nash is 6'3". He just looks short.
Short for
he looks
an
short.
NBA player.
Like he's short, like D Wade's 6'4", right? Like it's he's a point guard. He's not supposed to be 7 foot. But like he was a point guard, right?
Yo, definitely.
Yeah, it was. But he was nice. The point of it is
so
that
nice.
There's racism in this world. There's racism in the NBA. This just ain't it. Like we can't just like that's why people don't believe some of this stuff. Is when you sit and you're going around talking in circles about this when there's numerous examples of it not of it happening for you, and it's just in general, it's not that many examples of this just happening overall. Like guys just coming off. He just happened to be because he was a back-to-back back-to-back MVP, right?
Of course.
Like he just happened to be elite at what he did. Now, if you don't like the selection as a coach, that's a fair argument.
Go buy your own NBA team.
Well, that's true.
This is a business.
But
this is not a charity case. That's another thing when people like get so mad about the hiring practices of another person. Yeah. Who are you? This guy's running this team is worth multiple billions of dollars. You think he's just saying, "Oh, we got to have a white guy. Can't have a damn black guy running my team." Like, is in the NBA? What are you insane?
Now, again, like I said, the argument that Steven might want to make is just not. This isn't the case. Like that. It's like this isn't the one. Like
there's
this
better
is the
ones
worst.
to go find.
Yeah, there's much better cases to make. And if you want to make the case that there are, like if you again. The case that there's a more deserving coach, again, that means you don't like Steve Nash as the coach. So make that the crux of your argument.
I'm fine with that.
If you want to say Sam Cassell is a better coach and more qualified coach, you have an argument for that. But to say this is the reason why, when there's multiple cases of it happening, it just doesn't make sense. It happened. If anything, probably because there are more black NBA basketball players in general.
Is there? I never noticed.
The case could be made that it happens more for black NBA players. But again, like if a guy like who's an unknown, like if JJ got the job for the Nets over Sam Cassell, all right, I got you. I'm with that. But
I know my hoop though. I'm just saying.
Other than that, and just one more thing that I want to bring into this, and it was, did you see the ranking sessions going on the Twitter with former NBA players and current NBA players?
Like ranking players?
Right, like
No, I
ranking, like
haven't seen this.
cracking on each other.
Oh,
So
no.
the Greek Freak, I believe it was Richard Jefferson, brought up that he's Scottie
He's a LeBron
Pippen.
guy.
He's Scottie Pippen. He needs his Michael Jordan in order to be great.
Disrespectful to Giannis, but I can get on that.
Scottie Pippen comes over and basically says, what kind of player were you, Richard Jefferson? Everybody knows me. Who are you? And I'm wearing Scottie Pippen shoes today, by the way, for the culture. Now, Jay Williams, who I have a disdain for.
Me too. He's just annoying.
Comes in and says, the freak, I'm not going to say his name, Giannis, the freak, isn't Scottie. He's never been a role player. He's more.
No, he comes in and says, "Hey, LeBron was
it.
Scottie Pippen
Right.
to Wade when he
Right.
was in Miami."
Right. And LeBron
Wasn't having
basically
that.
comes over the top and says, my name ain't genitals, so keep it out, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I is what it is. I am that guy. Like basically saying, like he just
Explain
flexes.
to me what the F I gotta do with this subject matter. I'm over here minding my damn business, preparing for Houston. And by the way, I ain't never been nobody but my damn self.
Get him.
Crown King SHIT.
Get him. Like my thing is this is like more than what Scottie did to Richard Jefferson, which I get it. Richard deserved that.
Yeah, you're a role player, Richard. You were.
Jay, who are you?
You didn't even play, bro. You got in an accident.
With something that you know you shouldn't even got in. Like it's just I normally don't like. So when Scottie did it to Richard, I was like, man, come on, man. Richard's just being media. Like you going like I get what you're saying, Scottie, because you're still one of the all-time. I personally am in the camp that without you, there is no Michael Jordan in the way that we know him now. Mike wouldn't have got his 6 rings without Scottie. Just saying. Doesn't mean Mike wasn't great. Just means this. So I think Scottie was great in his own right.
Of course.
But I think when Scottie came at Richard, like Richard might not have been Scottie, but Richard played like over a decade in the NBA. If I remember correctly. So like he's enough of a name that if you followed it during that era, you will remember. He wasn't like the elite. I mean, he got to the finals with the Nets.
Yeah, he probably made a couple All-Star games.
So I mean, like he wasn't a bad player. Now Jay.
You're a nobody, bro.
Bruh,
You're
like,
a Duke guy.
Like Jay, we know you for what you did in college. Like you're a pretty decent analyst. Like you. This is like now if Richard would have went at Michael Jordan or Michael Jordan or somebody like in that upper echelon, then Richard deserved to get slapped down. He went at Scottie and he made a case. But like, dog, you going at at least the best basketball player in our time.
Yes, this generation.
And you were in that generation, Jay. Like you couldn't even.
Yeah, he's probably played against him before. At least
you
once.
wouldn't even got it. You couldn't even got him water, Jay. So like you just need to.
Here you go. So LeBron, this is Jay Williams. So LeBron was a Pippen with D Wade once. Nothing wrong with that until you get over the hump.
Yeah, see, like he knew what he was doing with that, and that's the worst kind of sneak diss.
So disrespectful.
Worst kind of sneak diss, and like. You just came in and just like hit him and then try. But it's cool. It's cool. With all due respect.
That's the worst.
Get out of here. We got a call?
Jags related. Let's take him after the break.
All right, cool. We'll get you, Philip. Hold on with us. We'll get you after the break. That's 8 o'clock. Brought to you by Luce Air Quality. That's LUCE Air Quality. Go to LUCEairquality.com. They're the indoor environmental experts. Called 904-803-1014. They bring you 8 o'clock each and every night. This is the Sports Den brought to you by thehumidor.com. Type in Sports Den at checkout.
Dan Hicken.
I want to be just like you. I figure all I need's a lobotomy and some tights.
Jeff Prosser.
You wear tights? No, I don't wear tights. I wear the required uniform. Tights. Shut up.
Mornings on 1010XL.
This is Coach Garris from Oakley. We highly recommend Southeast Orthopedic Specialists for our kids. We want our student athletes to be treated like the pros.
This is Dr. Aaron Bates with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. Our team is always ready to help with any orthopedic pain issue you may have. Visit us online at sc-ortho.com.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company customizes your renter's insurance, so you only pay for what you need.
Great. As a minimalist, I need simple insurance.
Nice place. No furniture?
Nothing spark joy, except for this fruit bowl.
Well, with Liberty Mutual, you only pay for what you need, so there's that.
I mean, look, so beautiful, so empty again.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
In uncertain times like these, it's more important than ever to take care of each other. That's why your Jacksonville area Chick-fil-A restaurants are still here to serve you with contactless payment through the Chick-fil-A app. Place a mobile order today and pay ahead of your visit. Then pick up in the drive-thru or curbside where available. Or if you'd prefer to stay home, they'll gladly deliver right to your door. Order through the Chick-fil-A app where possible, or their delivery partners, DoorDash and Uber Eats.
As we go through life, many times we try to plan and prepare for every possibility, thinking about our future, thinking about our families. But many times in life, we're hit by surprise, sometimes great ones and sometimes terrible ones, even tragedies. I have found that most of our clients never thought about who they should call if they were injured. I wouldn't either. What's your plan? I hope you never need us, but if you do, know that we'll be there for you. There's only one Morgan & Morgan. Dial pound law on your cell. Offices, Jacksonville.
This is Coach Ellen Dartham of Darley's Plumbing with a simple reminder as you're getting back to the workplace and other gatherings. Maintain the good habits you've developed over the last few months. Wash your hands often and keep a safe distance. You take care of your health. Let us take care of your plumbing needs. Our healthy and safe employees will resolve any issue, and we're there for you 24/7. Darley's Plumbing, where quality counts. Visit us at darleysplumbing.com.
Hey, Hicken here. I had zero res out to my house already, and now the kids are back to school, probably ready again. It's the perfect time to try. They're offering the hottest price of the year. 3 rooms to carpet clean for only $99 just for the month of September. So get on their schedule today. Call Zero Res 287-5727 and ask for the 3 rooms for $99 deal at Zero Res. That's 287-5727. Call Zero Res and call them today.
Zero Res.
Brakes for less is what we do. We know drums, rotors, pads, and shoes. If there's a squeal in your wheel, come see the best. 733 Stop.
Brakes for less.
All we do
are brakes for less.
He's our middle linebacker.
All throughout open, especially in cover 4.
Number 55, Tom McManus.
You got a pass rush.
Fridays on Jaguars Today. Brought to you by McGowan's, the official heating and air conditioning partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Instant Keys offers honest professional locksmith service for lost or broken keys and keyless entry remotes. Call Instant Keys at 722-1111. Get dealership level service in just minutes at a fraction of the cost. 722-1111.
Frank Ramsey here for Big Chief Tire. Do you need an oil change, brake inspection, suspension check, or alignment service? Double check the safety and performance of your vehicle without being bombarded by salespeople pushing flashy products or services you don't need. Big Chief Tire has been locally owned and operated by the same family for over 50 years. This is a team you can trust to treat you well and to get the job done right the first time. Visit any of their 4 Jacksonville locations or schedule an appointment by visiting BigChiefService.com.
Hi, this is Joe Butler from Black Creek Outfitters. Getting outside on the water in the Florida sun may be the best medicine of all. At Black Creek, we specialize in getting you out on the water on kayaks and paddleboards. 2 things we offer: free delivery in the area and 12 months no interest financing. Call us up at 904-645-7003 and we can get your new kayak or paddleboard out to you today so you can get on the water tomorrow. Black Creek Outfitters, locally owned and operated by the Butler family since 1983.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
The sun just leaves the sky.
You're listening to the Sports Den on 1010XL.
I love Nipsey Hussle, man. But we got my man Philip. He held long enough, so let's see what he's talking about. What's going on? No. Hello?
So I'm just curious where we are as a franchise. You know what I mean? We keep dumping players. Are we tanking for Trevor? Is that where we're at right now, or I'm confused on where we're going as a franchise. I mean, I'm speaking for all the fans and everything else they're going to try to attend and do the best they can to be in the stadium or whatever it's going to be. But where are we at right now, guys?
I don't know. I really, 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 really don't know.
I'm confused, bro. I mean, I'm trying to figure out, you know what I mean, for as far as a fan base, I'm sorry, you know, as far as you guys and everybody else, you know what I mean? What do we have to root for this year? I mean, you know, we got Josh Allen, stud, straight up. Is that what we got to root for? I mean, Minshew, you know what I mean? He's got his moves, he's got his swag and everything else. And, you know what I mean? I'm feeling him.
I think that's it. I think it's just a Minshew year. And, of course, Josh Allen's going to be great. But, like, you're going to have to accept the losing and just sort of like last year. It was still fun to watch Minshew.
No doubt.
Like,
no doubt.
We talk about.
I mean, Minshew was off the chain.
Yeah, we got to support that kid because he's been put in such a terrible spot. I'm not even a Minshew guy, but, like, I am starting to feel terrible.
This has been making me like Minshew a little bit.
He's just watching everything around him burn.
And he's just keeping a positive attitude.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as I go this year, I'm Minshew and Josh Allen. You know what I mean?
And he knows, like he said earlier, if they're tanking, which they are, front office getting rid of basically anything.
They gotta be.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that they're doing that so they can get one of these two great quarterbacks coming out of the draft. He knows that. He's got to know that. So he's going to play his ass off.
But
Me
you
too,
know what?
me too.
If we're going to do that, then get Trevor. Don't play that. You know, I don't want to see us win. And I hate to say that. Exactly. Don't win 4 games. Just do it and do what needs to be done. Press the reset button and go for Trevor, and then build the franchise if that's what needs to be done around him.
Yeah, I mean, those are all.
I mean, there's a valid points, I think, as well. You know what I mean? I think you kind of almost have, that's where you have to be at this point to build a franchise around, because Marone's going to be gone. And I'm not sure about Dave Caldwell, and even, you know, he's been iffy as far as pick-wise. And you look at the guys we've got in the draft, and we've had some great studs that come through here. But why do they not want to stay here? There's apparently an issue in management that is pushing these guys out the door that are so angry that Yannick loved the guy, wanted him to stay here, Ramsey. But Yannick took a $6.8 million cut to go to Minnesota, freeze his butt off. What is it, 6 something, whatever, state tax.
Oh,
that's saying something, bro.
Huge state tax. He's gonna get his money back though. Like, there's rumors that they showed him the love. They showed him the love that we refused to show him the love. But
they showed him love that only Ruth Chris shows here.
Yeah, appreciate it, Philip. Ruth Chris didn't show me hella love like they showed Jalen though on my birthday though. I was sad, but I mean, he raises a good point. But my point is this: what happens when, you know, the Jags aren't tanking but they lose, right? And they tank. What happens when, as I proposed, I brought up to people, Trevor Lawrence's dad steps in and protects his son,
like an Eli situation.
John Elway, my buddy, brought up. How familiar are you with hockey?
Zero.
Okay, well then you wouldn't know about. This is why I should have asked Baloo. Eric Lindros.
Yeah, I know Lindros.
He did it.
I didn't know that. I know he played for the Flyers for a long time.
Quebec said if they, I didn't even realize. Quebec said we're gonna take him. And his dad, but during that time, you had to speak French to be on that team. And he didn't. He's like, I don't. And it was some other things that he didn't want to do it. And he said, his dad came out and said, if Quebec drafts him, we will not sign.
Yeah, the Quebec Nordics.
So they ended up doing some, some things.
He refused to play for them after holding out for Quebec for a year.
Yeah.
They traded him to the Flyers, yeah. Wow, so he got drafted and actually held out for a year. The Eli thing was like,
the Eli thing
we'll
was
immediately get rid of you.
The Chargers and the Giants made a deal.
Immediately.
So, and that helped.
Damn, you got to have cojones to sit out a year, bro.
John Elway
as
told
a rookie.
John Elway told when when it was time to come up, he said, "I'll go play baseball."
Yep.
Like
he had that in his back pocket.
Yeah, I won't play, and so it's not like it hasn't happened or that it can't happen. But like, just take out of it, like.
I don't think that Trevor's that guy, though. I don't know him, so I'm talking out of my ass. But he doesn't seem like the kind of guy that would be like, "No, I'm not going to go play there. That dumpster fire." But like I said, I don't know him.
I don't know. I wouldn't do it. Would you put your kid in that situation?
Well, it's different if you're a dad. But at that point, it's like you're a 21-year-old man.
So, you want to hear some feedback from the text line?
Make your own decisions.
You want to hear some?
Of course.
525. This dude sounds like Charlie Sheen.
Tiger blood.
874. Diddy sounds like he's been to ABC.
Diddy.
Might want to cut it off soon, or at least be ready for the deadline.
Yeah, Denny today was in the group chat, and he's like, "Oh, really crappy week to not do radio." It's like, well, no one's telling you don't have to do radio.
You could have called in.
I've called in on vacation.
He's not gone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's in town.
I'm not mad at him. I'm not suggesting like you should come.
But if you really
you want
feel
a party,
like it's that bad that you're not doing radio, it's like you still could come up here.
Slide through.
Yeah.
We're not gonna have RJ stop you at the door and say, nope, vacations are vacations. Go back out of there, sir.
And I don't think RJ would make too much like a tough doorman. He's the least toughest guy here. Well, there's some pretty not tough guys. Who's the least toughest guy that works here?
I'm not answering that.
Oh, we've said a lot more worse things
We've
about
got
people.
tough guys in here. Everybody's a goon. I don't know. Like, I don't know most of the. I know radio.
We're all man's men here, right?
Well, I'll let him answer for himself.
Yeah, okay.
Just know that I'm ultra soft.
I love Hack.
Me too.
Hack is
He's
awesome.
so funny.
I don't even.
And he rolls with the punches.
He doesn't even know how funny he is. I don't think he does.
It's all natural.
Like,
there's no acting there, by the way, people. Everything you hear from Hack, from the not riding a bike to the narrow esophagus to the boneless wings, like all that's real, bro.
Whoa.
He refuses to eat wings from a bone. Refuses.
So he eats chicken nuggets.
He eats nuggets. Or tenders.
So he's a
but he
child.
calls them boneless.
He's a child.
Did you hear the guy in Lincoln, Nebraska, in front of city council giving his anti-boneless wing speech?
No.
Oh, dude. We have to take a break and come back with that. We have to break early. It's so
because
funny.
because I'm mad. Like, I'm legit mad.
He's on your side.
I know. I'm saying, like, right now, my blood's boiling. Like, you can like boneless wings. I'm fine, but like if somebody put it. So you're telling me if I put two plates down, and I put some delicious, the way God intended it to be eaten, lemon pepper wet
wings, yes,
wings with a bone in it.
I love Wingstop.
Yes.
And I put down some boneless, some chicken nuggets. He's going to go for the chicken nuggets?
Not only will he go for the chicken nuggets, he'll like scoff at the other ones.
Oh my God. Let's listen to this guy.
Yeah.
If it includes jail time and felonies on your record, I'm all for it. This is Sports Den. We'll be right back with some chicken wing talk.
Defense in Duval.
Another pick for the Jags. Terrific second secondary.
1010XL.
Ball knocked out of there, and the Jags have it.
Home of the Jaguars.
Football is back. And Gardner Minshew and the Jaguars are ready to win. Visit Jaguars.com and join us at the bank. Season tickets mean you'll be there in person for a Thursday night matchup with the Dolphins, a rivalry game against the Steelers, and crucial contests with our AFC South Division opponents. The Jaguars are taking every precaution to keep our fans safe and ensure we can be Duval together this fall. Limited capacity seats remain. Visit Jaguars.com or call 904-633-2000 and lock in your seats for the 2020 season.
This is your Mad Dad's Update with Chapter President Donald Ford. It is 2020, and we've had any number of murders and shootings. We're well on the way to being the murder capital of Florida per capita population again. How can we stop it? Glad you asked. When the men stop murmuring and complaining, get up off the couch watching sports, drinking and belching, and say enough is enough, I can't take anymore, I'm going to join forces with Mad Dads, and we take our city back from murder and violence. Murder and violence has no color, it has no demographic location, it is all over the city. We've got to galvanize together and take our city back. Hit me on Facebook and tell me what you think. Mad Dad's the force behind the change. For more information about Mad Dads, go to Mad Dads Jacksonville chapter Facebook or MadDadsJacksonville.com.
If you're a man over 45, have frequent urination, an urgent need to go, a weak flow, or waking at night to urinate, it's time to consider UroLift. This is Dr. West, urologist with McKeever Clinic. UroLift is a non-invasive outpatient procedure with minimal downtime. If you suffer from an enlarged prostate and want to avoid the sexual side effects of medication and invasive surgery, UroLift may be for you. Contact McKeever Clinic at 355-6583. That's 355-6583.
Hey, it's Allie McDeal. If you missed the Best Bet Poker Show, you can find it at bestbetjacks.com. Choose from an array of interviews with pros on our archive shows, or find discussion on strategy topics that you've been dying to learn. Catch us live every Wednesday on 1010XL.
All year long, you'll be singing our song. Stay cooler with Bueller. At the head of our class, we make it happen fast. Stay cooler with Bueller. For heating and air, we always play fair. We make the difference because we really care. Bueller Air. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hi, I'm Don with J-Dog Junk Removal. In light of today's health concerns, we want you to know we are taking the required safety precautions during the removal process. As veterans, we always go above and beyond. If you have unwanted items at your home that need to be removed, let us pick them up for you. You create the stack, and we can be in and out quick. Or we can help any homeowner safely declutter. J-Dog Junk Removal, veteran-owned and veteran-operated. Call 844-GET-JDOG or visit jdog.com and enter your zip code.
Like working outdoors and want better pay and benefits? Superior Fence and Rail is seeking full-time fence installers with pay ranging from $16 to $25 an hour and more with commercial experience. Superior Fence and Rail will train you to work with their professional team and provide you with all the tools you need to be a top-notch installer. Get off the fence. Call Superior Fence and Rail today and start your career.
When you're on the fence about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
Up in the morning with the rising sun, back to our dock before the day is done. Boats and trucks and airplanes too, bringing seafood from the world to you. Fresh from us to your family, come be a part of our legacy. Fisherman's Dock, where seafood lovers shop. Fisherman's Dock, the ultimate seafood shop.
It's time to relax and recharge the batteries, and a fine cigar or soothing pipe is the ideal way. And Tobacco Cove on Bay Meadows Road is the ideal place to do just that. Tobacco Cove has everything you need, from cigars and pipes to the accessories that are just right for the beginning enthusiast or true aficionado. Select that perfect cigar from our large walk-in humidor featuring your favorites and often limited editions. Then have a seat to enjoy our clean, socially distanced lounge for a truly memorable experience. Tobacco Cove is located at 3849 Bay Meadows Road for a relaxing experience in stressful times.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident licensed attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
Tell you the difference between me and them. They trying to get their ones and trying to get them.
You're listening to the Sports Den on 1010XL.
Man, $2 million. Speaking of agreement, like Battle of the Sexes, Dr. Dre's wife has asked for an emergency payment of $12 million a month while they go through their divorce settlement.
Emergency. I need this now. It's my money and I want it now.
You wasn't with me when I was shooting in the gym. Like, oh, my bad.
Is she like new?
Wait a minute. I can't use that anymore now, can I?
Yeah, why not?
It was Kobe. It was a Kobe reference.
Oh.
When he was going through his stuff. But anyways, I don't know. I don't know if she's been there from the beginning or not. I don't care. Like, the kids are grown. That's a lot of money, man. Lot of money. All right, let's listen to this.
Yeah, so this guy is in front of City Council in Lincoln, Nebraska.
I go into nice family restaurants and I see people throwing this name around and pretending as though everything is just fine. I'm talking about boneless chicken wings. I propose that we as a city remove the... Excuse me, I'm trying to...
This is rude.
Yes.
I propose that we as a city remove the name boneless wings from our menus and from our hearts. These are our reasons why. Number one, nothing about boneless chicken wings actually come from the wing of a chicken. We would be disgusted if a butcher was mislabeling their cuts of meats, but then we go around and pretending as though the breast of the chicken is its wing. Number two, boneless chicken wings are just chicken tenders, which are already boneless. I don't go to order boneless tacos. I don't go and order boneless club sandwiches. I don't ask for boneless auto repair. It's just what's expected. And then number three, we need to raise our children better.
Yes.
Our children are raised being afraid of having bones attached to their meat. That's where meat comes from. It grows on bones. We need to teach them that the wing of a chicken is from a chicken, and it's delicious. I propose that we rename boneless wings in the city of Lincoln. We can call them buffalo-style chicken tenders. We can call them wet tenders. We can call them saucy nugs or trash. We can take these steps and show the country that where we stand and that we understand that we've been living a lie for far too long. And we know it.
Saucy nugs. I'm gonna start calling that. I'm gonna start calling them
saucy nugs.
I don't eat wings, so you like. So you out here just eating saucy nugs, huh?
Sounds so dirty.
Just putting
saucy nugs in
all
your mouth.
in your mouth, man. That's what you're doing, man.
We're trash.
We're trash.
That guy's a true patriot.
That guy.
He did it with a straight face.
How can you not? I mean, he very great. There's no counterpoints that you can go.
Those are just facts. Some people would call them hate facts, but they're facts.
Because really, where he came through, and like, there's precedent that's been set. If a butcher goes in and tells you have filet mignon, but you got ribeye, that's illegal. Like, that's not right. So why would you tell me that I've got wings when it's really just a piece of breast?
Saucy nugs.
And nobody really wants a piece of breast. You want the whole breast. Like, if you're gonna be a breast man, be a big breast man. Be him all the way. Don't be a saucy nugs guy. Nobody wants saucy nugs. Or trash. That's what we. If I start a restaurant, that's what it's gonna be.
Saucy nugs.
Saucy nugs. Or German for German for trash. Like something like that. But
any plans this weekend?
Going to God's country. Gonna go hang out with the peoples. Let my
that's Tallahassee for the new listeners.
Go let my kids go hang out with their grandparents, and but before that, it is I-9 football season. We've got.
Is this week one?
No, next week. We got practice though. So
this
Saturday
is like
morning.
The scrimmage preseason.
Yeah, like I tell my son, he's like, Dad, I want to go out of town. I want to go to Disney World. You got practice. You have a commitment.
Yeah.
Like now, this is how committed
Disney
we
World.
are in my family.
You go to Disney World after you win the Super Bowl.
Right, yeah. Like this is I don't even give him sprinkles. Sprinkles are for winners. If he doesn't win a certain way,
straight vanilla,
he doesn't get anything. Like, yeah, like dude, Dad, can I have some ice cream? Did you win by 3 touchdowns? Isn't that in our contract?
Like, we have you won by 7? Oh, okay. You have this glass of milk.
Dad, I want a Power Ranger toy. Did you score 2 touchdowns this week?
Are the Power Rangers still around?
Oh man, there's like
that's insane because that was my favorite thing.
The problem is
I'm 30.
The problem is YouTube. YouTube gives them life. Like they can go
Oh,
find
so
the
these
Power
are old
Rangers.
episodes.
They all look old, but he likes some of everything. He's a YouTube guy. He's into Marvel, but we got to work on our dominance. We got to work on our plays. I told the parents.
Is he a quarterback?
No, he's gonna be a wide receiver. I don't believe in making my son a quarterback.
Okay.
We have some kids that can sling it, but I told the parents I win. I like to win. It's my job. I have 10 kids that I'm responsible for.
We're not the Jags here.
Right. Yes. This is not like I'm
We're not
made,
building for the future.
I
It's
may
now.
buy all the snacks every week just so I can control if they get snacks.
I like that. So nobody can tell you nothing.
Snacks are for winners. If you don't win, you don't get orange slices and juice cups. Like my name's not Gus Bradley, it's James Coleman.
Are you guys just like undefeated every year or something?
We go to the championship game and that's when we lose. Like we're gonna win. We're gonna win the
damn.
championship. And the only reason we lost last year is because it's first and second grade, and the team we lost to was full of second
older.
graders. Yeah, they were all second, and they knew how to throw.
And at that age, in 1 year of growth, you're like
they were like towering over
Yeah.
us. Like I had to tell the kids, you're either going to be afraid of me or you're going to be afraid of them. Which one do you want?
You don't want to catch these hands.
Well, we got a good team. I can't wait for it, man. Shout out to everybody. This is the Sports Den. Make sure you check out A Week of Hate on
It'll
the
be up tonight.
SoundCloud. Make sure you check out the show tonight on 1010XL on demand. Go check out sportsden_live. Denny Thompson will be back in next week. And guess what we'll be? We'll be a few days closer to football season. Y'all have a wonderful weekend.